what's poppin'? Turn your speakers up.
Turn these speakers up.
You're locked into the Illest Girls Next Door.
Look up, bump it in your stereo.
On BoominLive.com.
It's me. Real sturdy. Turn me up. Okay, baby, we is back with another one, and this is Illest Girls Next Door, baby, and I'm J Benz.
I'm Rissy Riss.
And I'm Yanni.
And today we have, hold up, the infamous Jersey Barber. Welcome to Illest Girls Next Door, baby.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you. So, we're going to get into, like, a little bit of your background and, like, how you started, like, shaping up heads.
It really started off, my mom used to cut my hair when I was younger. And I figured if she could do it, I could do it. So
she did a good job. Like, you were, like, showing off to your friends.
Like she had a lopsided love.
nah, it was just more so like she just cut it off, no shape up. Just
I was about to say, did she used to,
Yeah.
because my aunt, she used to cut my little cousin's hair like that. Like, she would just shave it all off. And it was like, where's his hair? Like, where did it go? So,
Where the hairline at?
right. Like, you just bald, just skip. And I'm just like, okay.
I mean, pretty much that's how I started off. And then, like, I started off in, like, high school just cutting all my friends and everything like that. Then after that, cosmetology school. And
Wow.
from there, everything just started going up and up and up.
Okay. So, like, were you nervous the first time you cut somebody's hair?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. You ever messed up?
A couple of times, yeah.
How do you
bad?
fix it?
I mean, sometimes you can fix it, sometimes you can't. So,
How they react when you can't fix it? You ever get some crazy people?
I mean, sometimes they wouldn't even know that.
I'll
They
be
wouldn't even
I'll
know.
be like, bro, like, what
I mean,
happened?
the hairline is like the most important part. So, like, if you don't mess up that, they wouldn't know what else you messed up on.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you cut your own hair or you have your own barber?
I mean, normally, like, I'll have, like, one of the other barbers cut it, but it's too much work to try and cut it myself.
Yeah.
Way too much work.
Because you got to get the handheld mirror to look at
You gotta make sure wig slimming, so I'm saying.
Nah, definitely.
So how did cosmetology school help you perfect your craft?
I mean, it helped more so on the part with, like, being more precise.
Okay.
That's what it helped with, being more precise. So, I mean, being there, they didn't teach me too much about, like, cutting hair. It was more so, like, dealing with female hair. But it really taught me how to be more precise.
That
That's pretty much it.
brings me to my next question about female hair. Have you ever, like, you've cut females' hair before, right? So
Yes.
have you ever thought about going into, like, the actual, like, hair care business or, like, selling hair and stuff like that? Like, just
I
broadening?
mean, I thought about, like, making my own product.
Okay.
Like, hair care products that's more natural for the hair without all these crazy chemicals.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Like,
No, we need that.
Oh my
Us-
gosh.
Us natural girls, we need that. I don't know if you ever seen the movie Good Hair. It was a documentary. I think it was Chris Rock. And, like, he was exposing all the stuff that's in, like, hair products, like with
Wow.
perm. They put hydrogen peroxides and stuff like
There's
that.
a lot of bad
Ex-
chemicals.
Very bad.
A lot.
and I had to put like one product in everybody's hair. Like,
Yeah.
That's not gonna work for me.
Right. And then, like, I heard you even got to be careful with, like, some of the doobie shops now because they put perm in the conditioner
Really?
and in the shampoo. Yep. Because
Oh.
it makes it easier for them to do your hair.
And it's crazy because Dominicans are like, mommy, you need a perm. No, mommy, wash my hair.
Detangle this.
Okay. Now, is your plan to always be a barber? Or do you, like, have any, like, future plans as far as, like, hair-wise?
I mean, right now I really love cutting hair.
Okay.
I mean, that's not something I really want to do for, like, the rest of my life. Sooner or later, I just want to, like, back out of it, but still have my own business. Like,
Okay.
still be in the field.
Do you have any, like, other business plans?
I have one plan is to, like, open up something for the kids.
Okay.
Oh.
So you want to do, like, a hair cutting school for them? Like, what is it? What you say for the kids? What exactly you want to
Like,
do?
you know, most barbershops you go to is all for the guys. You know, it's
Yeah.
nothing for the kids.
Oh,
So
okay,
like,
okay.
you know, do something for the kids where only kids can come there, get their hair cut. Females
that'd
get
be
their hair
That's so
done.
cute. Like a little experience for them.
Yeah.
Like a little like
I'd be intimidated for a lot of grown men. I'm like,
you all little and
right.
everything. Got to sit in a high chair and stuff
Yeah.
like that. That'd be so cute.
Now, I know working in a barbershop can be kind of interesting because you get the conversations, you know, guys coming in there talking about their wives and stuff like that. So, like, you got any crazy stories you
Oh,
can
listen,
share
I'm
with?
not gonna put nobody business.
No indictments.
No indictments.
No, I heard a lot of crazy stories. Sometimes I feel like I'm a therapist. They come to me with all their problems and everything.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, it's a lot. And then even with like the kids too, like you sit there and cut their hair for me about like 30 minutes. So it's like you can sit there and talk to them about school and
Yeah.
give them positive feedback on life.
So, have you ever built, like, relationships with the kids, like, become, like, maybe a mentor to them or something like that?
Majority of the kids I cut, they love when I cut their hair. So it's like, it's a good conversation. We talk about video games. And,
so
Be
to
nice for
bounce
the
off
kids.
that, do you have any like really cool regulars? Do you have a long list of people who like I only want you to cut my hair? Like,
yeah, I mean,
How's that mean?
majority of my clients, they only come to me.
wow,
So, I
so you be
mean,
booked basically.
yeah. Like busy days are like Fridays, Saturdays, sometimes Wednesdays.
Do you have people like text you like, yo, I need you Wednesday. You gotta come through for me. Like,
Yeah, but then some people like wait like way too late, way too
yeah.
late.
What would you say about that? Like, as far as like you running your
Appreciate
own.
it. Over here
Yeah.
sweating.
And do it on the sneak too.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Basically, you running your own business, you running your own thing. Like, what do you say about people who show up late and expect more? Like,
I mean, when you show up late, it's like, if it's real busy, I can't take care of you because, you know, time is real precious. So
Yeah.
if you come late for a haircut and then the next person, you know, their hair, so it's like, let's say if I, you know, back their time up and cut them, it's like, you know,
Can't do that.
yeah, you can't do that. So you'll have to wait until I'm finished with all the rest of my appointments. Sometimes if you come late, you just,
That's it.
Yeah, you're going to have to wait till like the next day.
dang.
Yeah.
And like, what's like your most busiest days? Like, what's the days at the shop that's like clients is coming in?
Fridays
I was about
and
to say
Saturdays.
probably Fridays and Saturdays.
Payday.
Fridays and Saturdays.
Because even when I go to the barbershop with my boyfriend on like Friday nights, I'm like, bruh, I feel like I'm waiting in here to get my hair braided. Like, I'm waiting in there for 2 hours just wait for him to get his hair cut. I'm like, look, we gotta go. Like, you
Yeah.
gotta go somewhere else.
Yeah, Fridays and Saturdays is like the most busiest days. Like slow days are like Mondays and Tuesdays.
Right.
You know, everybody finished up with the weekend. So yeah, Fridays and Saturdays.
Got you. So is working in a barbershop like anything like the movies?
Yeah, it's like, you know, you hear a little bit of drama, but it's all good vibes. So you hear, like,
Nobody drinking the apple juice.
nah,
Like, no
nobody
apple
drinking
juice.
nobody. Else.
That's after. That's after the barbershop.
So is it like still a project? Like, you know, when you perfect a certain craft and it's like, all right, let me just cut this hair. Like, is it still a project with each person you come in contact with, or is it just like, I know what to do? It's
I
nothing.
mean, with people that I cut regularly, like it's easy because I know I've been cutting them for so long, so I know like their hair, their texture.
What
Yeah.
they like.
Yeah, but it's like when you cut somebody you never cut before, you gotta, okay, let me see how it grows. You gotta really analyze it. But I mean, with being a barber, you learn things every day.
Okay.
So sometimes you'll learn something this day about, okay, what about cutting this texture? Sometimes you'll learn something else. Let's say you might make a mistake. Okay, how I'm gonna fix this? Okay, now I know how to fix the mistake.
Okay. And I know most people here that you cut is 9 times out of 10 like African American or like Guyanese. Is it more difficult for you to cut somebody that's like Caucasian or anything?
I actually find it easier.
Easier?
Because of the hair texture?
Like the first barbershop I worked at, it was in West Orange.
Okay.
So like I was dealing with a lot of Caucasian, Hispanic. So like that actually taught me how to perfect African American hair better
wow.
because it's more harder.
I
That
literally
makes
would have
sense.
never thought that.
Yeah, I would think.
I would have been like,
Because they
that's
don't
more
really
different.
got like hairlines, so they gotta like.
Right.
Is it like different tools and different products that goes into like different textures, or can you kind of use anything?
Yeah, I mean like, well, for like, you know, the Caucasian texture, they more so use like gel and to like slick the hair back. You know, with African American hair, you know, you want to keep it moisturized with like oils and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So, is there any celebrity whose hair that you like really want to cover? Be like, yo, I really want to be his barber or something like that.
If I say one person, I'll say the baby.
Really?
He ain't got no hair.
Nah, but
Does it? I just thought.
he gets a haircut almost like every single week, so you wouldn't even see like how fast his hair grows.
Oh wow.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Me either. I thought he was just bald.
Now, you know, I get a lot of haircuts, like, consistently. Sue Surf.
Really?
Like, he has, like, a barber, like, on tour with him. Like, every show
Oh,
he
wow,
does, he makes sure his hair is cut. And I'm like, did the hair even grow back? Like,
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, a lot of artists are like that. Like they want to make sure they look good every time they're on camera.
Got you. Now, is there a certain time period between like getting haircuts? Like, if you cut your hair too much, is it go like is it gonna fall out or like anything like that?
I
Like-
mean, normally most people wait like every 2 weeks to get a haircut.
Okay.
Some people hair grow faster, so they get it every single week.
Right.
Some people, like I know I have one client. One week he'll come for a shape up, then next week he'll come for a haircut.
Oh, okay.
But then some people just don't care. They'll wait like a whole month. Like
So what about like your female clients? Is there a different way you have to like cater to them
Yeah.
when they're getting their haircut, or was it the same?
it's pretty much the same. It's just, you know, a different kind of style. You know, you can't cut it the same exact way. Like, prime example, like let's say if they want like a shape up on the side, you want to make it more softer, not, you know, more masculine.
sharp.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, make it look more natural. Pretty much, not a big difference.
now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen a female with, like, a sharp ass, like,
Nah, I've seen a
like a
couple.
sharp ass, like, yeah, like, and I'm not talking about like a dyke or anything. I'm talking about like an actual like feminine female. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I have this. She had a mohawk, and like it was just real sharp, but she was super feminine. I'm like, wow, her head is like really sharp. Like, oh my god, but it looked nice. Like, it
Oh,
looked really
well.
nice.
What about the styles going off of that? Like, is that hard to do? I see the craziest things in people's head, like names and
Oh
portraits.
yeah, like the designs. Can you do the
how
designs?
does that work?
But yeah, I do like small designs. I don't put faces or nothing. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people like do things like put faces of football teams. and
Yeah.
all type crazy stuff.
I feel like that's just
Really
too much
cool.
time.
Right.
I feel like it's cool, like
It
just for
is.
the picture, you know.
But then it's like, then you really gotta wait till
But
your hair grow back, and
That's
then
what I'm
like,
saying.
and then it's
Like,
gonna be
what's the purpose?
uneven.
Because it's gonna grow back. Then the picture just gonna be messed up. So it was like you
Yeah.
just did all that for what? I mean, it's cute for the
waste some
moment,
time, yeah.
but who wants to keep getting that redone every time? Who wants to?
But what
That's
happens
why
if you
I
don't
can't
even
do
like it no more? You
Listen.
gotta like let the hair grow, or like do you let it grow out, or do you just cut it all off and then let it grow out and let it be regular again?
I mean, it
How does the
depends.
design like go away?
Like, I mean, it grows back, but like some people like they keep the same exact design. So like when they come back and get their haircut, they'll get the same exact design.
That's pretty funny. Man.
But
My
then-
football team again.
every week. So I see that your waves are spinning.
360.
Well, can we get the
we-
the
Something
formula like?
That was my question.
Okay,
Like, what's
like-
the formula? Because I know a couple people out here that's been struggling for years with their weaves.
I
Like,
mean,
for real.
one note I could give is when you in the shower, like and you washing your hair and stuff, other than like scrubbing it, you could take like the shampoo, put it in the hair, and like brush your hair while you in the
Brush.
shower. Yeah, it's best to brush your hair when it's wet. When it's dry, you're not really doing anything.
So
Just-
does it depend on the texture? Like, is it easier for people like I guess looser curl patterns to get waves than it is for someone who has a coarser curl pattern?
I mean, if your hair is more softer and not like so coarse, it's gonna come more easier. Yeah. But a lot of people, like, let's say like right now, like their hair is like dry and they'll brush their hair. I mean, it's not really doing too much.
Right.
Best time to brush your hair is like when it's wet or damp.
So one thing I noticed with a lot of my guy friends, they're going kind of bald a little too early. No, this is serious. I really wanted to ask this question. And I feel like a lot of guys don't get educated on hair care as more as like females do, because we have to always do something to our hair. And guys are like, I just brush it. I just get it cut. Like anything guys can do to kind of prevent that, to kind of.
I mean, I know a lot of guys like they'll wear like their do-rags like all day long. Then they'll wear like hats all day long, sweating. So like that's a part of it too.
Wow.
Like, you
I never
gotta
thought that.
you gotta let your hair breathe after a while.
And that's true.
True.
That's the same like with females. Like if you get braids, you can't go right and get like braids again. You gotta let your hair, take some time, wash it. Even if you get a doobie, don't go right back and do it again. Like I know females get doobies like every week since your hair's breaking off. I don't know if you
I
see
just
it.
wanted that for guys because I feel bad. They be like, I don't know what's going on. I'm young. I'll be like,
Well, I think a lot of times it has to do with genetics.
Yeah,
Too.
Or that,
genetics
yeah.
play a big part.
Like my little brother's dad, he started losing his hair in his 20s.
ooh,
Yeah,
I don't know what I would do.
it was bad.
You ever had a client that came in and their hair was kind of balding and you would recommend them cutting it off, but they trying to hold on to everything?
Yeah, it's a lot of people like that. They just don't want to
Hairline me
let
back
it
in.
go. They just don't want to let it
And you
go.
line them up back here anyway, make them happy.
They're paying for it.
And they pay for I'm gonna pay for what you want.
That's crazy to me. Because I be seeing people lined up and their hair right here, and I be like, you ain't think about letting it go. Or sometimes I have that, I forgot what it was called. It's like this black spray where y'all just line
Yeah.
it
Mm-hmm.
up. Like,
I mean,
y'all do a good job.
like I mean, if hopefully it doesn't. But if mine start going, I'm shave it bald.
Yeah.
I'm not about to try and hold on to something I don't
You
got.
gonna shave it bald?
Yeah.
You gotta go get the little fake patch. Like
That was my next question. Oh my god! Because like with the receding hairlines and stuff, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos and it's like men get like weave. Like
Yeah.
they like. Have you ever done that for
I've
somebody?
seen
Like
it.
glue it on, like
I seen like the process like on.
would
like,
you do it? Like get into it?
I would. I mean, it's definitely like a lot of money into it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely, but me personally, I wouldn't do it. I just let it
real
go.
Intricate, like
What about facial hair? Like, what about the beard process? I know guys getting beard kits and the hot towels and
I mean, it's
Black
How does that
spray
work?
pen.
the blackout.
it's like the same thing with the hair. It's like you got to take care of it too.
Mm-hmm.
You got to treat it like the same way as if it's the hair on the top of your head. So like using like shampoos, conditioner, and combing it. And
No,
making
like
sure,
literally get in the shower and shampoo your beard and stuff. Like,
Yeah, like if you have
Oh
like a
my
big
First of all, if
beard,
you don't
yeah.
clean your beard, you're dirty.
okay.
You're
I
dirty.
just guess I'm a girl. I never
Cause
think
you
like,
know,
let me
like I'm saying,
condition
like
my
for
beard.
like full like bearded guys, like
Yeah.
even if you have a little one still, but like if you don't scrub a dub that chin and you feel me, them little
You could be
sideburns,
eating and then you get the stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
like and then say you dealing with a female or something, boy, if you don't clean that beard,
That's
Keep it
disgusting.
scrubbed up.
if you don't clean that beard. But have you ever came into like a situation where somebody felt like it was competition of like who's the best barber, like who
Ooh.
cuts the best hair?
I mean, a lot of people have like that ego, but I mean, I look at it like as a lot of artists, they have different techniques. Everybody cuts hair different. So it's like when it comes, it's not really no competition. Everyone has their own style of doing things
Right.
and how they cut. So I mean, I don't look at it like as me being like the best. Like I know like sometimes I'll post something saying like I'm not like the best barber
Because
in
you're
Jersey.
supposed to.
Yeah, but it's like I'm not saying it like as in competition wise. I'm just saying it as in just confidence.
Yeah,
like,
confidence wise.
But I mean, it's more so it's art basically. It's like drawing with a pencil. You got to know how to maneuver it and things like that.
And what makes you different from other barbers?
What makes me different? That's a great question. I don't know. Like when I cut hair, I like to make sure like it looks like naturally sharp.
Okay.
Like when they get out the chair, like my thing about when I cut somebody hair, what I like is
Oh, wait, we got a caller.
Look at that.
Can I answer the call? Hello? Hello? Hello?
hello.
Yo,
Yep.
What's up? Talk to us. I mean, yo,
Obviously
D.
know me.
Right.
But I mean, you can continue on about what
Yeah.
makes you.
Well, like my whole thing is I love when I give them the mirror after the haircut and
Oh,
they just
in
like
their
in the
face.
mirror like
Wow.
I'm like, going
yeah.
out.
Like I see them like on Instagram, on Snapchat, like putting filters and everything. I'm like, wow.
They be feeling themselves once they
Yeah.
leave your chair.
I mean, that's the best feeling. Like, I feel like you could have a horrible day and you go get a haircut, it's just gonna make your day. But that's how I feel.
I see that with guys. It's like, what does it do for your confidence? Like, you know those pictures of the cute little pit bull dog, and it's like when your girl gas you when you get a haircut.
Oh, yeah.
It's so cute. Like, what do you think that does for a guy's day?
Like it's like you know exactly how you look, and it's like when you get the haircut, it just like it's like with makeup with females. You know, it enhances the beauty. So it's like getting a haircut. It enhances your handsomeness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend. He said that he doesn't talk to girls if he doesn't have a haircut. Now, once he gets a haircut, oh, he's the biggest hoe on the street. Like, is that the case for a lot of guys? Like, they're super self conscious when they don't.
I mean, I look at it like when you don't have a haircut, it makes you be more of a savage. And then like when you finally get the haircut, you more like humble.
Yeah.
Like,
You more humble with it.
Yeah, when I get my stuff
think of it being the other way around.
I be like, whatever.
That makes sense.
Like I know, like when I get a haircut, and wow, you always look good. Oh, I appreciate it. I know they there.
Now,
they did.
say you're in a relationship, right? Or like for like any type of like outside speaking on the inside. Do you feel like a female should pay for a guy's haircut?
That's a good question. I mean, it all depends. Like, let's say, she wants to treat him like, hey, you want to get a haircut? It's on me. Like,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. Like, if a male says, like, oh, you want to get your nails done? Okay, cool.
I mean, but like a haircut's not that expensive. So like, is it like pointless or is it like the thought that counts that she want me to look good?
It's more so the thought that counts.
So what do you say goes into the pricing? Like, whether it cuts $20, $30, like what goes into that?
Like, I mean, wait, your question kind of confused me.
Okay, so like with us, I know I'm paying for the deep condition and I'm paying for them detangling it and curling it and styling it. Like, a lot of guys would be like, oh, I gotta pay this much for a haircut. And I'm like, what's $20? Like, they shaping you up, they cleaning you up. Like
Is the shape of
do
different,
you think
the
it's
haircut?
a reason why people should complain about the price? Like, I feel like your service
I mean,
is
one thing,
time.
yeah. Like, and then one thing, me personally, I don't like is like, a person could pay like $200 for sneakers. You could pay this much for clothes and jewelry, but you're gonna complain about a $20 haircut. Like, I feel like if your haircut's not right and you got an outfit on,
Your outfit is trash.
yeah,
Yeah,
it makes
it's
no
trash.
sense to put it on. It makes no sense.
So I'm the same way. Like, if my eyebrows aren't done or if my hair isn't done
can't.
and I got on an outfit, no, I don't want to go no more. Like,
I mean,
I can't go anywhere.
I feel like it defeats the purpose.
So is like equipment expensive? Like when you start working at a barbershop, do they have it there for you, or you got to bring your whole thing with you every day?
Yeah, you have. Well, like I leave my stuff at the shop, but like, yeah, the equipment, it gets expensive.
Really?
Yeah, it gets expensive.
Like, I never really thought that much into it. I'm like, what's this blue thing on the side with the
Right.
comb, and what's this and what's that, and the clippers and the this? Like,
Yeah, like I have a pair of clippers that cost like $200.
what?
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, clippers are expensive. It's a machine.
Yeah.
It's a machine. Like even like nowadays they have like cordless clippers. Those are expensive too. So it's like it's rechargeable. Some last an hour, some last 2 hours.
But I feel like then it would just be pointless because then wire will last all the whole time it's plugged in.
So you got to charge it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a benefit too, because like, let's say, all right, you're doing a haircut somewhere else, and the cords and everything get in the way of,
okay.
without the cord, you could just
Zip,
do all
zip,
type
da, da, da.
movement. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a benefit to it.
How many different shops have you worked in?
2.
Oh.
2.
So this is your second one.
Yeah.
Okay. You like this one better than the other one?
I like it for the reason is, I could be more of myself.
Okay.
With the first shop I was working at, I feel like they wanted to be like too professional.
That was the one you went in West Orange, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they wanted to be like real uptight. So I felt like, I couldn't really be myself. Like, so like where I'm at now, we could joke, clown around.
Yeah.
Like, we could be more open.
Were you the only black guy working in that shop?
No,
Oh.
no.
okay.
It was only one Spanish guy working at that shop.
So how did that play into it?
I mean, it's like everyone there was like focus on like being like real professional and like uptight. I used to try and be laid back. Like,
Was it like a dress code that you had to wear when you walked in there?
yeah, like we couldn't like it used to be hot as shit outside, and like we couldn't even wear like shorts or nothing.
Why? You cutting hair.
Right.
You on your feet cutting hair. Like what?
Like we couldn't wear shorts, no tank top or nothing. Like you just had to wear like jeans, or, like no sweatpants or nothing either. Like
What?
yeah, so that's why I said I felt like I couldn't even be myself.
Mm-hmm.
After a long day of cutting hair, do you come out like covered in like?
I mean, before I leave the shop, I make sure like I like wash my face and arms. Like you got like all
Or
type.
alcohol.
Yeah, like I spray my arms with alcohol. It's like you got like all type hair on you. Yeah, real nasty.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh,
Like even like going home, you just like, all right, let me take a shower because like you got like, and some people they don't wash their hair.
That was my next
Really?
question. Like, have you ever had to cut a really dirty hair?
Yeah, like me naturally, I cut with gloves on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, but then sometimes like I remember one. I think this was like a week ago. I was cutting somebody and like something just flew on my face.
That would have been the day I quit. That's professional.
Oh my God. Ew.
So for the record, come washed and dry.
Yes, come wash. Yes.
Oh my God,
come
how
wash.
could you come there with grease in your hair, whatever? Like,
Imagine like
grease and
ringworms or something in their hair.
dandruff.
Like,
Oh, can we stop?
okay.
See, now at that point, I'm just not gonna cut your hair.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
you gotta go.
like, cause then that's messing like with your actual equipment and stuff. Cause I
Yeah.
can't use this on nobody else's head.
yes, yeah.
Ew.
More so, I think it's a lot of kids that have it.
Yeah, it is.
It's kids. Like even like 2 weeks ago, a kid came out. I'm like, I can't service him because you gotta take care of that. Let's say I go ahead and cut him, even if I clean the clippers off. Let's say if I cut somebody else and they catch it, then it's my fault.
Right.
It's true.
Ooh, a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sanitation is a big key. A big key. Like it's even like is barbers that don't even clean their clippers.
Are
So,
you
like-
kidding me?
We gonna
Like
watch
you
out for
ever
them.
seen like people with like bumps and all that stuff on the
Yeah.
back? of their
Yeah.
neck?
How does?
Yes, from not cleaning the clippers.
Ooh, I got some stories to tell. I'll be like, sir, you might want to change your
I
barber.
thought that was just like, I don't know, just
yeah.
that
Like a
neck or
break.
something
Yeah,
like
or like they just like the clip was too hard or something. Probably cut
See, guys
them.
aren't educated about these things. Like they really aren't. They're like, what's going on? And I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't-
Don't ask me.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Then they got like certain sprays you could use like if you get those bumps. But like I know like a lot of people get like bumps under their neck,
Yes,
Yeah.
I've seen that.
but that's because it's an ingrown hair.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like your hair like it'll curl back up and go back into your skin.
Exfoliate to get those.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So,
a process.
there's any steps you take to keep everything?
I mean, you could actually like take the process and like pluck the hairs out with the tweezers like one by one,
Ooh,
and then
If
do
somebody
like a,
paid you, would you do it?
yeah, I did it a couple times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you pluck all the hairs out and then clean it up and use a nice little spray on it. So like within like the next like maybe like week or so, it'll like start going down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
like it hurts. So in this business, have you ever ran across a female barber that you were like, yo, she's dope?
Well,
Like-
there's one female barber that I follow like on Instagram. Her name is called She the Barber. She's like
I know her.
Yeah.
Shout out
Shout out to
her.
I
her.
know
Yeah.
her.
yeah, she's like real dope. She's real dope.
Do you think that there should be more females in the barber game?
Yeah, I think so. There's actually guys that actually like do hair, like
Yeah.
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 like straight guys that do hair. I mean, it's the reason why I thought about it, but I wouldn't do it because I'm a barber first, and it's like real time consuming because it'll take hours to do this one head.
Yeah.
I got like
Yeah.
5 other people that want to get a haircut. So
I mean, one day for females here, other days for.
I thought about
Barber.
that,
Yeah.
like a Sunday just doing females hair, but I can't sit there and play nobody hair for that long.
I mean, can you braid?
Yeah, I was about to
Huh?
say, can you braid?
Yeah, I could braid,
Like
but
cornrow?
yeah, but it's too much work. It hurts my fingers.
So don't hurt your fingers to get like in the little. You can get the hairline right, but to sit there and braid.
Yeah, sit there and braid is too much.
Your fingers
Yeah.
be swollen when you finish.
Nah, like
Cramp
even
it up.
even in cosmetology school, I hated braids. I hated nails. What else?
They told y'all to do nails.
Yeah, nails. What else?
Well, I need
I was about to say, it was looking. They need to be cleaned a little bit and like Like they just.
Right.
Nah,
I need
I'm
them
out that
together.
business. I'm out that business.
Oh man.
I'm out that business.
No, you could be a jack of all trades.
True.
You word. You
So
have
deep
like
everything.
a one-stop shop. You do hair cutting. You do braids. You do net. Ooh.
Right.
That sounds like y'all just trying to kill me. Like, it's a lot of work.
So, what would you say about like being paid for your services? Like, you know, I have friends who do hair and they'll just be like, oh, she'll do it. That's my sis or whatever like that. I just feel like certain people, like when you're doing it, friends, family, or what, I feel like you should be paid for your time, for your services. So how do you
Definitely.
feel about that? Like, do people just say, can you just do this real quick, bro? Like,
Nah, I mean, even like my own brother that lives with me, he comes to get his hair cut and pays. You know,
Yeah.
he respects what I do. And that's all that really like matters about it. Is you respecting that, you know, this is my hustle. This is what I do
Right.
to pay my bills and to do what I do, you know.
That's the real definition of loyalty, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
yeah.
Okay.
I felt a little shade or something. Like,
No shade towards nobody.
Not at all.
We gonna
what
leave
about,
that with it.
Tipping, like, how does tipping work for barbers? Because like when I would give my boyfriend money to get his hair done, he'd be like, oh, it's $20, but I'm like, here, 30, because you know I'm big on tipping or whatever like that. Like,
Yeah.
do you guys appreciate that? Like,
I mean, definitely. Like, you know, if you like what someone does, you know, tip them, make them feel that okay, they really
Yeah.
liked it. Yeah. Like I got this one lady, she gets a haircut and a hair color. So she'll throw like extra like $20-$30 like right on top of it. Like
dope.
Oh, so you do color too?
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
How's the coloring process? Like, did you learn a lot of that in school?
Yeah. A lot. Like I still have like mannequins and stuff in my closet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. With like crazy colors on it. Like we used to do like competitions in school. Like who could do like the craziest styles with color and everything like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Coloring is fun. It's fun.
Is it like hard to learn? Like, you ever mess up with coloring?
Yeah. Yeah. You could definitely mess up.
Like a shade too dark, shade too light.
I feel like it's like the bleaching too. That plays
I
a
mean-
huge part.
Bleaching is like the easiest part. It's like, you know, the only thing about bleaching is you gotta watch it, cause like, you know, if you leave it there for too long,
Your hair fall out.
Done up.
well, not fall out, but it'll be more so like
Dry.
dry and like
Oh, it get
almost
brittle.
yeah, yeah.
So how do people like take care of their hair after it's colored? Like, what do they have to do?
It's certain products you could use, like, you know, like conditioners and stuff like that.
Conditioners.
But most of the time when people like bleach their hair, they're trying to go like a little more brownish. So like you'll leave the bleach in there for like a couple of minutes just to lighten up a little bit. But then like let's say like their hair is like real dark and they want to do a real bright color, then you'll have to bleach it just to get it a little bit lighter, and then go ahead and color it whatever color you're gonna color it.
Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure y'all know what segment this is and everything like that.
I was waiting for it.
Now we got this segment on Illest Girls Next Door called Dirty Laundry.
Oh boy.
It's not that bad.
It's really not. But, you know, everybody have a secret that they was going to take to the grave or, like, don't nobody know. Whether it's, like, business-wise, personal-wise, whatever. We all got a secret. So, drum roll.
Yeah, wait for me to say something.
Her dirty laundry.
Wow.
Hair dirty laundry.
We don't do indictments. Wow. Put down a record.
Illest Girls Next Door does not do indictments.
All right, dirty laundry. Wow. This is a bad segment.
We had some
Bad
very
segment.
spicy dirty laundry.
Real spicy.
It seemed like he going through the folders in his head.
Like, nah,
Like,
I can't say that. Nah, I can't say
I
that.
could probably say that. But nah, then they gonna know I'm talking about that.
Wow. I don't like this segment.
I'm sorry.
Dirty laundry. Wow.
We're gonna let you think about that, but we definitely gonna
We
come back
gonna
to
come
it.
back to it.
So make sure you have it in mind of what your dirty laundry gonna be.
I have something ready.
I do got a question though. So you ever like, you're cutting hair with other people. Has somebody's customer ever decided to switch over to you, and it was like awkward in the shop? And he was like, "Nah, I want to go to him today."
I mean, I didn't look at it like awkward, but I know like the other person, yeah, they look at it awkward.
They felt some type of way.
Yeah, I mean, it happened like a couple of times.
Wow.
Oh wow.
I've done like when you go in the nail salon and somebody's nails come out, and I'll be like, wait, I want him to do my nails. I'll wait.
Yeah.
And they be tight.
Yeah, it's like the same exact thing. Like, let's say like I'm cutting someone's hair, and they're looking at like, wow, he's doing like a real good job. Like, oh no, I'm gonna let him do me today. Like once somebody come in my chair, it's over. There's no coming back.
Client for life.
Yeah. I mean, like it's even been clients where like they was like I remember I had a client. Well, he's not my client, but he was somebody else's client. He's just like, yeah, well, I'm gonna take your number just in case if that barber's not here.
Okay.
Yeah, he tried to do it on the low.
On the low tip or whatever.
Okay, that was smart, but
Yeah.
okay.
He's like, yeah, if he's not here, I'm like, I got you. I'm like, but he's always here. So I already know what his time was. Yeah.
So, what is your life like outside of barbering? Like, what do you do in like your spare time, or like, what do you do?
I mean, I hang out with friends and I really love my car. So it's like
What kind of car do you have?
a Nissan Maxima.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'll play around my car and stuff like that.
I was told to stay away from Nissans.
No, they're
Why?
like good cars.
Like a
They're
lot of
really
people
good.
will be like, "Oh, it's not a Honda. Like they have mad problems." Like
Every
don't
car
know.
has problems.
Yeah.
True,
Yeah.
so
For me,
Acura's
Nissans are
got
cute.
electrical problems and all type of.
so, as far as cars, like on your spare time, do you like something goes wrong? Do you know what to do? Like you just fix it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Like
That's
recently
cool.
I changed like my brakes and stuff like that. And yeah,
Oh,
So
handyman.
if you weren't a barber, would you be like a mechanic or doing something with cars or
definitely.
really?
Definitely. I thought about it before before I went to cosmetology school.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just something like I do in my spare time. So fix my car or fix a friend's car. Or even like one of my friends, he's a mechanic. I'll sit down watch what he's doing so I can
Right.
learn something.
Did you turn that into like a side hustle? Like,
No, not really. I mean, I really more so work on my car.
oh, okay.
So if I needed help and I called you, would you come help me with my car?
It depends.
It depends. I'll pay you.
It depends.
Be nice to the rescue.
I'm saying it's time for an oil change. Like,
Like,
what's up?
Oh no, I do oil changes. That's easy.
all right. So, but what has social media done for you as far as like marketing
That's a great
your brand
question.
of cutting?
That's one thing I love about Instagram is free advertisement.
Right.
So it's you could post the thing with social media now is everything is visual. So they see like a dope haircut or they see oh, he did this fit or I like his lineup. Like it's like wow, they looking at it, then boom, they in the DM like, oh, I want to get a haircut.
Yeah.
So
It's cool. Does that happen often? Like people in your DMs, like,
Every
you gonna
day.
do me next? Wow,
Every
that's
day.
so
Every day.
cool.
every day,
That's lit.
yeah, every day. It's like somebody constantly hit me up like, hey, I've seen your work, it's dope. And I mean I love the name I have on Instagram, Jersey Barber.
Yeah.
Because a lot of
Yeah.
people search up barbers in New Jersey, and the first thing to pop up, Jersey Barber.
That's smart.
dope.
That's like
that's
other people
smart.
just have like their name. Like
Yeah.
no, like put what you do in.
And it's easy to find. There's no extra underscores, no extra
Yeah.
periods, and it's just
It's like,
Jersey
that's the
period.
first thing that pops up all the time. So when people hit me up off Instagram or some people come in like, yeah, I found you on, I just searched Jersey Barber. I'm like, I picked the perfect name.
There you
You
go.
got any New York clients?
Yeah, I have 3.
Wow, they come
Okay.
all the way there for you. That's
Now,
so dope.
one of them I traveled to New York and cut his hair. And then the other 2, they come over to New Jersey.
Do you charge for traveling? Like, what's that like?
Yeah, I mean, my starting fee is like $50,
Okay.
but then depending on how far you are, it goes up.
So what's the furthest you've traveled?
Furthest I traveled, New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like going there. It's fun.
Yeah, I love New York.
It's fun.
Driving there, I ain't got the patience, time, energy.
The
nothing.
train ride not that bad. Get on the train real quick. No,
You getting on the train with all your equipment?
Nah,
you on this
lot.
Nissan, yo.
yeah, I'm going.
Right. So, coming from a black hairstylist or barber, I've noticed that bonnets. Ooh.
Oh we got a caller.
It's probably the same person. Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Yo,
Yeah.
What's good?
what's up with y'all? Shout out Illest Girls Next Door. You know I was tuning in.
Appreciate you, Blue. Talk to us. Talk to us. What's
Thank
up?
you. Alright, so I got a couple questions for my guys. First question: would you ever let a female cut your hair?
If she's good at cutting hair, yeah. If she's good.
So
Yeah.
you don't discriminate?
Nah, I don't discriminate. No.
Alright. One time, I'm saying like, cause I remember one time I walked into a shop and it was like male, female, male, and I'm like, but the female got more clientele than the males do. So I just wanted to know like his intake on that. You see what I'm saying? I personally wouldn't let a female cut my hair because I feel like she don't know what she's doing. But then again, you know,
Nah, I mean,
you gotta get everybody a chance.
yeah, I mean, on that aspect too, like, you know, what male wouldn't want to be cut by a female? You know?
Especially if she cute.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Because, like, you
But what
know,
if she? What if she didn't have that sex appeal though, and she just over there lining shit up?
I mean, at the end of the day, if her artwork is good, I mean, it's dope. But, I mean, if she had the sex appeal too, that'd be a benefit too.
I mean, I feel
Well,
like I'm
if I
kind of
ever
on
go-
like Blue side, cause like it's just like certain things, you feel me, like a male should do. Like, not saying a female can't cut hair, but it's like
Yeah.
I feel like, all right, he's probably gonna pipe my hair more than you will.
Yeah.
If it was like
how
Bork-
I would think.
That's like walking
But
into a
then
Chinese
that
store and
goes
a Spanish
along
person
with
making
the
Chinese
aspect
food.
of like a female could do anything a male could do.
No,
you
they
see what I'm
can't,
saying?
yeah.
So like, you gotta give her a chance. But like I said,
I ain't giving you shit. I gotta see what you gonna do.
This my hairline. You feel me? Like if Shorty mess up my hairline, I'll be done up for 2 weeks. Now it's her fault. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like a male can
I
mess
don't
up your
know.
hairline.
Definitely.
of course, I've had really bad shape up. I let a poppy and open up cut my hair one time. Never went back. Like,
But
never
maybe you
went
need to
back.
go to Jersey Barber.
Yes.
Facts.
You know what? I'm gonna take dude out for real. Where your shop at?
It's in East Orange, 473 Halstead.
You know what it's at. It's right
Oh,
by.
you right there.
You know.
I know the vibe. It was one more question. Oh, would you teach somebody like how to cut hair? You know, people take shortcuts. They don't want to go to cosmetology school. They don't want to put in the hours and the hard work. Would you work with somebody one-on-one or just tell them like, yo, do it the same way I do it?
Well, I mean, they actually have a barber in schools, but I actually did help like 2 or 3 people learn how to cut hair. Like, they were barbers. They were like upcoming barbers, and they need to know, like, you know, basically, like, you know little tricks and things, how to do certain things.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's dope though, because a lot of people like when they get to a certain point of their life and their career, they don't want to share the experience or the intel on how to do things. They would rather somebody, you know, start from scratch, which is fine and all, but like you ain't gotta be stingy with the info. You see what I'm saying? Like, because it's different techniques to cutting hair. Not just anybody could pick up some clippers and be like, "Yo, bro, let me line you up." That just gonna be crazy. Like,
Nah, facts.
it's a skill, and like I personally believe it's like all in the wrist. You feel me? Like I feel like I could cut hair. So I'm saying what's up.
Nah, definitely. I don't mind teaching somebody how to cut hair, because even I look at it like, even if they learn like the tricks and stuff, like, you know, I teach them, they still won't, you know how to cut hair like me. But you know,
All right, respectfully, I'm gonna let y'all go. Feel me? Shout out Illest Girls Next Door. Shout out Jersey Barber.
all right.
Appreciate you. All right, my guy.
I'm out of here.
Hey, yo. But what was some advice that you would have for like an upcoming barber? Like,
Some advice. Consistency. Consistency goes like a long way. Like, even like, you know, it's been times where, you know, I even went to a barber one time. The first time, yo, the haircut was dope as shit. Came back the second time, like, yo, you all right today? Like, kind of off, like. So it's like, you know, consistency plays like a big part. So it's like if, you know, you give a dope cut the first time, you gotta keep giving
dope cuts.
Keep giving that same dope cut, cause you know that's what they want. They want that same exact cut.
Okay. And before we close out and everything like that, we still back on that dirty laundry. We did not forget.
I definitely didn't forget.
We did not forget.
All right, dirty laundry. One thing I learned in this business is, you know, I used to cut this lady, like her sons, and then like I was end up messing around with her. Oh. So I learned, like, you know, not to mix business with pleasure.
Spicy.
Yeah.
So you ever cut sons here again?
I mean, she still brings them by the shop, but
It
I
ain't
mean,
that.
like, yeah, like she sees me, like, can you cut the boys? I'm like, okay. Like, sometimes she comes in, sometimes she just send the boys in and let the boys pay. Like, she just don't even look at me no more.
So that's bad for business. Like,
Definitely.
definitely bad for business. Yeah.
Definitely bad for business.
Heard you.
Copy.
Well, you know, this is Those Girls Next Door. And once again, it was a pleasure having you come on our show. Like, it was definitely amazing. And baby, we is out today.
Bye.